What's the dumbest thing you've ever done when absolutely baked? I smoke a lot, usually the equivalent of 4 J's a night, and every so often me and my wife will take brownies to start it off before we smoke. A buddy of mine stopped by my work 2 days ago and we talked for a bit. He's leaving and he asked me if I want a brownie with 500 milligrams. I thought that may or may not be fun. Let me find out. I pop the brownie 15 minutes before I leave work and drive the 5 minutes home. I talk to the wife and the kids for a bit and everything is great. I go outside with my wife. We smoke a bowl and marinate nicely on the couch for an hour. Everything is perfect. I mean, I'm baked as giraffe nerds. I'm seeing in Swedish and smelling colors, but that was the point, right? Kids go to bed, we snack a bit and decide to smoke another bowl as well as eat a brownie of our own. We come back inside to watch some TV. I take a shower and it is one of the best experiences I've had in my life. I could feel every molecule of water on my body. However, looking back I realize I tried to pass out multiple times while I was there. I get out and throw some sleep pants on. Returning to the living room with my wife, both still as baked as a fresh out of the oven chocolate chip cookie by grandma. We talk, watch a Vin Diesel movie and decide to go to the bedroom for a little private time. I remember thinking to myself, these brownies ain't all that. This is when the effing bear reached out and tried to take my soul. Word to David Goggins, with his sticky little claws. My reality, and everyone else's reality at this point do not exist fully together. I'm told this is the first time I will bounce off the floor. I know as I pull myself up, and know instantly that the night is about to go bad, so I focus on my wife, who always means the world to me, but right now is my everything. I try to pull myself together and talk to her. Then I turn around and find the source of all the current problems. I never named this entity that torments me for the next 2 hours, and I have no memory of a visual, but according to my wife, he was a huge piece of crap, and an a-hole. Those, everyone, are my words. Apparently I swang at this entity for 10 minutes straight, screaming only to collapse on the floor after I rejoice as I had defeated him. But then he gets back up after being defeated. I see this and scream, "You're not taking any of us." I start throwing punches and then crumble to the floor. My wife rushes to me and helps me up. I'm able to focus on her and be fine, but anytime I turn my head I'm convinced someone right there is going to take me or my family, since every time I look away, I'm screaming, "You won't take me, my kids, or especially her." The fight rages a few more times with me fighting this thing in my head, but every time my wife touches me I let her control my actions, placing me on the bed or holding my arms behind my back as I cuss and degrade this entity. Whenever I'm looking at her, I'm able to regain my sanity for a bit. Every time I can see her I'm telling her how much she means to me. I start to pull it all together. I remember looking at her saying we should have intimacy. That way I can focus, reboot my brain, and I can stop this bull crap. Pulling from all the past bad experiences from half as much grass, thinking I knew exactly what was going on. My friends, I did not fully understand the level of effed up I was, because now I'm fully unclothed and for some reason I oil myself up, and the fight is on. I am gladiator style, fighting this thing, ball swinging in the gentle breeze. I allow my wife to control me again. We lay in bed. I would lay there trying to calm myself only to find myself on the floor over and over. My torso is bruised all over from bouncing off the end table. After this point I knew what was there for me. Since he was pulling me off the bed and trying to pull me with him through the floor. I remember pulling myself up off the floor trying to escape with the entity, pulling heavily on me, fighting with every bit of my strength, screaming that I won't effing go and it wasn't strong enough to take me. I'm sure the wife is beyond sick of me at this point, but she is an amazing person and just tried to call me and be my rock over and over. Then standing unclothed and oiled up at the end of the bed, bleeding from a self-inflicted cedar trunk wound on my chin, I start talking. This, everyone, is the end of my world and I'm not letting it happen. I'm gonna argue my way out of it so I can stay and protect my family. My argument? Indecipherable to any human, including my wife, but I cried and yelled a lot. The entity, by the way, is still a huge piece of crap. Then realizing I wasn't dying, but the universe that revolved around me was crashing like a computer program, I accepted my fate and laid holding my loving wife. I laid there with her consoling me, lying to me that it was just the brownies. I waited for the end of all existence. I felt my racing heart rate calm and stop. I felt her heart stop with mine. I flow through the cosmos as different feelings and a pitch black out of body experience. This time with my wife holding me almost made it worth it. Not really, but I did enjoy it. Then I woke up yesterday extremely sore, still kind of baked, and went to work. I came to grips it was just the brownie, and for the first time in about 2 years did not smoke last night.